Hello, this is Wayne Fox from Group 7 of NHM 374 for University of Alabama Spring 2014 semester. Before I get started, I should point out that the reason that I'm using Screencast-O-Matic is because when I enter into the Blackboard Collaborate launch room and I open a Collaborate session, up here in the right corner there should be a record area, and I should be listed as a moderator here, but I am not. So I don't know if it's an issue with my particular Blackboard Collaborate or if the room just was not properly set up. So I'm going to close that out, and in addition, I also wanted to point out that Group 7 was originally comprised of 4 people, which would be Tissa Allen, myself, Jordan Schumacher, and Victoria Tate Sutton. And you can see that based on the Group 7 homepage, Tissa Allen has been removed from the group, but I'm not sure why. And as you can see by this post here from Victoria Sutton, she has mentioned that she will, right here, long story, but I am going out of town and have to finish this class early. With those two issues in mind, and also zero communication from Jordan Schumacher, I'm doing the best that I can with this presentation. Group 7 did decide that we were going to do our event on an awards banquet for 100 people, and I'm going to do the best that I can with presenting that. So here we go. From the event project form, you can see that we've decided that we're doing the awards banquet. We're expecting 100 people, and our menu items include beer bread, which is going to be 100, oven roasted asparagus, there's going to be 100 servings of that, spinach stuffed mushrooms, which is going to be 2 mushrooms per serving, so there's going to be 200 of the mushrooms prepared. Chicken francais is going to be prepared as 100 servings. A vegetable pot pie, which for 100 servings is going to be the equivalent of 20 pies. Bread pudding, 100 servings are going to be prepared. We're also going to have water, several servings of wine, beer, and soft drinks, and coffee to hopefully accommodate all 100 guests. In the recipes, Tissa Allen, before being removed from the group, provided recipes for the spinach stuffed mushrooms. I'm not sure how many servings the original recipe was for, therefore I'm unable to verify it to make sure that all of the math and conversions are correct on this particular slide. The same thing goes with the beer bread, which was also provided by Tissa Allen, and again, as you can see, there is no original quantity for me to know how many servings this started out to be, to make sure that all the math and conversions are correct. Recipe number 3 did come from me. This is chicken francais, and it's a recipe that I make often at home. Originally, the recipe calls for 4 servings, and it consists of 1 pound of chicken and several other ingredients to make the dish. We're going to use a stove for the sautéing of it, mallet and a cutting board to prepare the chicken, sifter bowls, skillets, cutting boards, a lemon juicer, several other smallware equipment. The original recipe would cost on average about $13.56 to make. Per portion, that comes out to $3.39. And in order to make it for 100 people, we're looking at $339. The second recipe that was, or the fourth recipe that was also provided by myself, is oven roasted asparagus. And this is something that I've played around with a few times in my kitchen. I don't recall exactly where I've learned about it, but in order to make 4 servings, you're going to use 1 pound of asparagus and 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and then garlic, fresh cloves of garlic. In order to make 4 servings, it costs about $5.28. And in order to increase that to 100 servings, it's going to be $132 because it costs $1.32 per portion. Recipe number 5, I'm not positive, but I believe it was also submitted by Tissa Allen. It could have been submitted by Victoria Tate Sutton. This is a vegetable pot pie. The original quantity serves 10 and would cost $22.20 to make that one 10-serving recipe. This is going to come down to $2.22 per serving, and in order to make 100 servings, it's going to be $222, which is going to consist of 20 pies. I'm not exactly sure how that math came up, because from what I could tell, they should have to make 10 pies in order to get 100 servings. Recipe number 6, I'm pretty sure that this one came from Victoria Sutton, and this is going to be bread pudding. The original recipe serves 12, which is going to be 6 slices. And to make those 12 servings is going to be $5.40 or 45 cents per serving. And in order to make 100 servings of it, we're going to use a conversion factor of 8.3, which will give us that 100 for our event, and it will cost $45 in order to make 100 servings of the bread pudding. Overall, per person, per serving, we're looking at $9.02 for every one of the 6 recipes that we've broken down. The total for all of those 6 recipes is going to be $902 to run the event. This does not count any cost for the wine, beer, soft drinks, or coffee. As far as the setup goes, we decided that we're doing a service system where the guest will sit down at a table, and Victoria has created this diagram that shows where all of our 10 tables are going to be, with the stage down here at the bottom. And then to show the setup just a little bit more detailed, we have the individual table. This is a diagram that I made of it. It's going to be an octagonal table. We're going to have a functional centerpiece here in the center where we'll have sugar packets, salt and pepper, and probably a flower or something in the center. And then the little cylinder here with C, that is going to be the pitchers of water that'll be left on the table. And then the B ovals here on the upper left and bottom right are going to be bread baskets. Each one of the triangles is the individual place setting, which is the next slide here. This was constructed in combination between myself and Victoria Tate Sutton. And what we have here is the dinner plate is actually going to be served by the server. However, it would belong right here in the center. We're going to have the napkin in that place as the guests sit down. To the left of the napkin and plate space, we're going to have 2 forks. To the right, we're going to have a knife and 2 different size spoons. In the upper left, we'll have the dessert plate with a 3rd fork that's laid across the top. We'll also have a coffee cup for people who decide they want coffee. We're going to have the water glass upside down so that it appears, so that it indicates that it is clean glassware. And we're going to also do the same thing with the wine glass, leaving that upside down. And as the servers come in and greet the guests, they will offer to remove either or both of the glasses if they're not going to be used. All of the information, illustrations that were provided in the presentation were obtained either from PowerPoint's clip art, or they were constructed using specific fonts and textures within the PowerPoint program. Thank you for watching this presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it.